What it do, baby? We back again with another video, man. It's your boy. Yeah, man, before we get into the video, I'm gonna explain the culture of Detroit. So in Detroit, you got these buff glasses that I have on made by Cartier, and you also have the car scene, bro, which is why they call us the Motor City. And then I think you have, after that, I'll probably say like music and like Motown. We used to be known for music. So, I mean, right now we got a good music scene too. However, let's get back to the video. So what the video is going to be about is how I got 2 Chargers at the age of 25, you know. It wasn't like an easy road or nothing, man. And it's not a video of me flexing or boasting about anything, because my first Charger was a V6, so I can't really even brag. It wasn't even loaded either. Like it was everything that I wanted though, man, at the time, man. So when I got my first car, I was 21 years old. As far as like buying my own car, because originally my mom bought me my first car, which was a Ford Taurus. It was a pretty good car too, actually. So I went from that to buying my own Charger, you know. And at the time, I really just wanted the 2014, but it wasn't the 2014 in the place that I went to. So I was just like, all right. I wanted a 14, but a 15 looks nice. And at the time, I really didn't know too much about cars. And I'm not even gonna act like I do a lot right now. Like, I know a little bit more, but I'm not a super car head, you know? So that whole process, skip that. So the whole process, so I ended up buying that, which was a standard V6, you know. It was cool, man. Like, the car was named Blue, so, because it was like a dark blue car, man. So her name was Blue. Yeah, man, and I pretty much rode her till the wheels fell off, for real. Shit, we was literally in the boat together. So I was just playing, but yeah, like that boat comment is funny because the reason why I had to get this Scatpack in the first place is because it got flooded and the engine was ruined. So I didn't have a choice but to get a new car. And at the time, I was just like, okay, I really don't want to go V6 again, because this is a new Charger. So it's like, I'm like, this is gonna be my next car for the next couple years. So I was like, okay, I'm about to go get the Scatpack. So I had the Scatpack on my mind, and I'm like, I'm about to just go in there and get it, bro. So I've been putting in work for a while, man, just to get everything ready, man. So I went in there, I was confident. I had a check that I had received from the bank, you know. The check was $35,000, you know. And I just put the extra 5 with it. It was $40K out the door for the Scatpack. But yeah, man, I'll say the 3 things that got me here was man, just being a hard worker, man. That's embodying that Detroit, you know. In Detroit, we got some hard workers here. So I pretty much can't take too much of the credit, you know, because we are hustlers here, man, and we get stuff done. So that's one element of why I got 2 Chargers. Number 2 is, man, my persistence, man. Like, I was persistent about what I wanted, you know, and my mind never changed on it, you know. So, like, I would say once I get my mind made up on something, it's either that or nothing, you know. So I was persistent on keeping the idea alive of what I wanted, you know. And it was in my price range, so I was like, okay, it's not too far, it's not too low. And I'm like, it's a car that I want, you know, and it's a car I can see myself in for the next couple years. And I love Chargers, so it's like, okay, it's a perfect situation. So that was the number 2 reason. Number 3 reason why it happened is because of my credit. And a lot of people downplay how credit works, you know, and it's not taught enough, you know, about building your credit and making sure you have good credit, you know, because things come to you easier with good credit, as I saw firsthand with getting the check to get my car, you know. Like, the check I got, the bank I got the check from, they wanted to give me $38K, but I only took 35 because I'm like, I don't want 38. I'm like, I'll try to, because I thought I was going to be able to negotiate this price a little bit more than I did. I thought I was going to, I'm like, shit, I ain't paying over 35 for the charger or whatever. Yeah, they got me for 40. I'm like, man, I didn't think I was going to pay that, but I mean, I got the car that I wanted, man, and I'm just happy with it, you know. So yeah, man, my credit was good to the point where they gave me, I was pre-approved for the check, and all I had to do is just finish doing the process or whatever. And then they sent the check in the mail, man, and the next thing you know, I was on my way to getting my charger, you know. And I mean, going through, I would say that was the easiest way, because you taking money into the facility, and they trying to make a deal at that point, because it's like you have the money on hand at that point. So it's like you're going to get this car. But I had some hardships with trying to get it, man, because it was such like a high commodity, man. Like, everybody wanted this car for some reason, bro. I don't know. Well, I know now because of like what it does for me, but like I couldn't find one anywhere, bro. Like, I literally went to like 10 dealerships, bro, and none of them had one charger, like one Scatpack. And it was just like, I just felt like I wasn't gonna get one this year. So I was like, man, I need a car within the next first 2 weeks, because my car was gone, so I had to use a rent-a-car, and the insurance place, they was only paying for it for so long. So I'm like, man, I gotta get a car ASAP, bro. Like I can't go longer than a month without a car, bro. So I'm like, I gotta make it happen. So I found a way to make it happen through the bank that I use, and the whole process was, I went to a place. I called a couple places. They said they had them in. I waited a couple days. They was already gone by the time I was able to get off of work to go look at them. So they was already sold. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So the reason I found this car, it was just like on some like out of nowhere type stuff. Like I really just called this dealership off of like, all right, maybe they have it, maybe they don't. But they ended up having 3. So I'm like, 3? I'm like, we coming up there today. So we drove all the way out there, man. It took like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to get there. And we got out there, and they had 3 of them. They had the one that I have, which is indigo blue. They had white, and then they had a gray one. I didn't want neither white nor gray, although the white was pretty tempting, because the white one had the black rims, and it had the red seats, the red Alcantara seats. So I was like, man, this is about to be a nice car. But I don't like white, because you gotta make sure you cleaning that bitch every day. I mean, you gotta make sure you clean it every day. But yeah, so what I did was, I was like, all right, I want the blue one. So I ended up, long story short, I ended up getting the blue one, purchased it, man, and I was just happy with it, man, and I've just been excited ever since, man. And I'm glad I'm able to share this with you guys, man, because honestly, man, I'm really glad to be here, man, because a lot of you may not know, but man, Detroit, it's hard to live in Detroit, bro. Like, honestly, bro. As far as like the way I was living, man, as far as like man, being a dude with all types of like jewelry and stuff like that, man, going out, stuff like that every weekend. It's just like I made it, bro. Plus, there's a lot of haters, man. So a lot of people hate to see you shining, you know. So it was just like, man, I'm thanking God for this car, man, and just blessing me as He always has, you know. But yeah, that's just my journey. Thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. Tell me what you guys want to see next. Thank you. We're gonna have a lot of content. This is gonna be the littest channel on here, I'm telling y'all.